Welcome to today's video. Today I thought I would do another of those sit down and talk videos because I felt like it. There's just a few things that I want to talk about, and I've been like reflecting and thinking about the last month, just in general how this year started for me. And I have to say it didn't go as planned, because you know the sudden motivation you get when it's about to become a new year and you feel like you're gonna start all over and you have all this new motivation. And I have that every time, and I think every time I'm gonna be a better version of myself. And I always realize that when a new year starts, I can't really live up to my own expectations. And I always watch those YouTube videos of people talking about how to make 2022 your best year, or how to make all your goals become true for the next year. And I always see those people being so motivated, and it motivates me too. But then I realize I can't really be as successful as they seem to me. And I always watch those morning routines and people just being productive, and it gives me motivation. But then again I realize I can't really do that, and then I feel kind of disappointed in myself and frustrated. So yeah, if you feel like that too, this video is for you. So before the new year started, I tried to make like a routine for myself that I could follow, like when to wake up and when to work out, when to go outside. I didn't do anything of that on the first day of January because I was a little hungover, and I just spent all day in bed almost. I don't know, from then on it felt like I started one day too late and that I was too far behind or like too late. I don't know why, but I just didn't follow the routine, and it made me feel really bad, and it took all my motivation away, because I was like, wow, great, I already screwed up and this is gonna be another miserable year just because of that, because it's technically just such a little thing and I can always start over new. That doesn't have to be at the beginning of the new year, but it feels like a fresh start. And I don't know, I feel like I failed, if that makes sense. And it's really annoying because I want to get my life together and I had all these goals, and there are so many different things I want to learn, but I realized that I have to unlearn a lot of things before I actually learn new stuff, because there are a lot of bad habits I need to quit. And I also feel like a lot of self-manipulation. And I also feel like I always set up too many goals for myself that I want to reach like really fast. And then it turns out that it was too much and I couldn't get anything done. So I'm trying to only have one goal and not like 20, because I also heard that it takes like 20 to 30 days to build a habit. For example, if your goal is to work out, then you have to keep doing that for about a month to make it a habit. And my goals for this year were also to work out, to wake up early, to eat more and make more food for myself, to start drawing more, to start playing the guitar again. It's maybe just too many things at once. I'm trying to focus only on one thing, and then when it becomes a habit, I can go to the next thing, if that makes sense. Something that I've also been thinking about a lot is that I actually spend a lot of time alone, and I always thought that I'm someone who prefers to be alone or has no problem with being alone, and I still think that's true. But at the same time I realized that there's a big difference between enjoying being alone and feeling lonely. And the past weeks I've just felt really lonely and couldn't really enjoy being alone. I also realized that I'm never completely alone with myself. Like I always have my phone or my laptop or like I'm watching something on YouTube or Netflix, or I'm listening to music, but I'm never like completely alone, just with my thoughts. And I just realized that I always need something, because I'm trying to avoid my negative thoughts. I also really need to get out of my comfort zone more often, because I feel like I'm stuck and I can't grow as a person. I know that, but it's so hard. And I saw a TikTok sound, and it says something like, sometimes you only need 20 seconds of courage. And I try to remember that, because the things that seem so hard to me are actually very small, even though they seem so big to me. And sometimes it doesn't even take 20 seconds, it takes like 5 seconds for me to step out of my comfort zone. And after that, I always feel better. Maybe it helps you to remind yourself that it's just like such a small moment, and just these few seconds you have to go through to get to where you want to be. For example, you have to make a phone call, or you have to ask someone something, and it's just those few seconds. I also wanted to journal more this year, but I can't really find the motivation to journal. And I want to, but I want to journal, if that makes sense. Like, I would love to have the motivation to journal, but I just don't have it. Something my therapist from last year told me was to write down 3 positive things every evening, like at least 3 things. And that really helped me, because it forces you to think about not the negative things but the positive things. And I think we all are thinking about the negative things way more than the positive things. So that's something that helped me a lot. Maybe it will help you also. It takes you like maybe just a minute, sometimes more, but it can also be fun, because you're thinking about all the good things and then you're writing them down. And sometimes I think I can't even come up with one thing, and then I start writing, and then there's suddenly 6 good things about the day. And it makes going to bed better, because I don't have that negative energy around me, and I'm feeling more good about myself and my day. So yeah, maybe you should try that as well. I think we're always looking for the bad things in ourselves, and like always criticize ourselves, because no one is as hard on yourself as you are. And I try to think about myself like a friend, because I would never tell a friend the things I tell myself. So if I'm being hard on myself, or if I'm making myself feel like shit, basically, then I try to remember that, and I try to think of myself like the 5-year-old version of me. And if I'm talking bad about, I don't know, my hair or my face or my body, then I imagine 5-year-old Naomi sitting in front of me, and I'm telling that all to her, and that breaks my heart, because I would never say that to my younger self. And she would be very sad if she knew how I think of her now, basically. So yeah, try to talk to yourself like a friend or a child. That helps too, because you're always like way more gentle with a child, because you don't want to hurt their little feelings, and that's how you need to treat yourself as well. I guess basically what I'm trying to say with this video is that it's okay if everything didn't really work out as you wanted it to work out, and it's okay if you feel like you don't really live up to your expectations you had before the year started, and that you were not reaching the goals you wanted to, because it all comes with time, and maybe it was just too much, because we can't do everything at once. And try to focus only on one thing, make it a habit, and then next month you can go to the next thing. I'm still not where I want to be, but I try to pay more attention to the things I did do instead of the things I didn't. And don't compare yourself to the people on social media, because it's not real. And even if you feel like people are always doing great or always being successful, they're not. Probably, I mean, who wants to show the bad things? On Instagram, you post the pictures, you look good, and you don't post the pictures, you look bad. And that's just how everything is on social media. So yeah, just don't compare yourself, and also don't compare yourself to the stuff you see on my channel, because I'm not being creative all the time. I'm not doing all the things I'm doing in the videos all the time. And most of the time I'm not doing something creative at all because I can't find the motivation. But filming those kind of videos motivates me a lot and makes me feel better. If you've watched my room makeover, a lot of people commented that they really like my room, and what people don't know is that my room is a mess. Basically all the time. You can see the rest of the room, so, and it's not good. That's just an example of like how social media is basically not real, because right now it looks like my room is really clean, I guess, or pretty, but the rest is just, it's not that good. But that's okay, because I'm working on it, and I don't know, I still don't have a job. I don't know what I'm gonna do in my future. I have some plans, but not really, and it's all just very confusing at the moment. And I still kind of feel like in the video I made about feeling lost in life, this was just a really random video, but I just felt like talking about it. And I hope you're doing okay, and if not, I hope you'll be okay soon. And be kind to yourself. You're good the way you are, and you're already enough. And if no one told you today, I'm proud of you, and you're doing great, and it's gonna get better. And if you're already having a great year, that's awesome. I'm really proud of you. That's it for today's video. I hope maybe it helped a little, and it makes you maybe feel less bad about yourself or less lonely. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!